at the LA Times Festival of Books, and it is crazy here. I have to rush because I'm late for my panel, and then I'll check in right afterwards.
The panel that I went to was called Modern Magic and Gothic Secrets. I got to see Stephanie Garber, who's one of my favorite authors, Meg Schaefer, an author who I've read one book by, and Kaylin Josephson, who I had never heard of before today, brand new author for me. I haven't been to a lot of panels before, and it was really cool to hear about their writing processes and thoughts, and I definitely want to try to go to more of these in the future.
I need to know the ending so I can build toward it.
Also, I lied before when I said I was going to check back in right after these panels because I basically had to get in line immediately for the signings. This festival was really loud and it was hard to record a lot of voice clips here, so I'm just doing a lot of voiceover for this video and then we'll check in after. So I did get to meet Kaylin Josephson and Meg Schaefer, and I got both of their signatures and they were both super sweet. But I actually wasn't able to meet Stephanie Garber because her line was so long, and I don't know if you see these books being passed to her behind me, but the problem was there was no limit to how many books you could get signed, so they weren't able to get through everyone who wanted signatures, which was sad, rough start, but it's okay. We got 2 signatures and the rest of the day more than made up for it. Here I am grabbing some lunch from some food trucks they had. I'm obsessed with the sushi burrito, one of my favorite meals. And then I just picked a random place to start that I thought was kind of near the front and saw this Froman's bookstore, which they were advertising as the oldest bookstore in LA, so that's pretty cool.
It is packed here. It's crazy. It's also massive.
Then I found the Rip Bodice, which I see everywhere but I've never been to. This booth was so freaking cute. They were celebrating their 10th year anniversary, so they had all this cool anniversary merch and these adorable blind dates with a book. Unfortunately, I'm not a huge contemporary romance girl, but I did get some cute stickers. I can't fully put into words just how much bookish shit they had here. Truly book lover heaven. They had merch, bookstore booths, but also smaller local authors had booths. They had book club booths, groups you could join to learn how to write, educational resources. You name it.
I love Mysterious Galaxy. I'm so happy I found them. This place is huge and I'm just like wandering aimlessly. Look at how far down it goes. Crazy.
I think all of the clips I recorded here are just me being amazed by how big the festival is, but yeah, they had truly everything. So many cute little shops. They had one booth that was just filled with old movie bills in Japanese. I also found Reese's Book Club, which was this little booth where they had this cute little photo op, and I also bought my new favorite hat here. One of the things I came for was a cute hat, so I'm super happy with this purchase. The whole festival was broken up into different zones that were color-coded, so they had like the cooking zone, the kids zone, the romance zone, the mystery zone, and it would be all different bookshops that fit those zones, and then the authors, the book clubs, the organizations that fit those specific zones. And they also had these big outdoor stages where they did live music, poetry readings, and author panels. They had independent bookstores there, but they also offered a lot of used books. They had this one booth that was all used books, and some were extremely old and rare. They kind of looked like people had donated personal collections. This reminded me of those big library sales that they have where all these old books are like $1, $2. Speaking of the library, I got my Los Angeles library card because you gotta support libraries, and now I have access to Libby. This is huge for me. Then I did some last minute shopping. So many places had that blind date with a book, as you can see, and I did actually end up picking one up. This was such a fun first LA Festival of Books. I think I was there for about 5 hours, but it went by so fast. I wish I could have stayed later. So let me tell you about what I bought.
We're back at the car. It was a hot one today. I'm so excited to show you what I got. So first we'll do the books. Unfortunately, the panel that I was gonna go to with El Cosimano, she pulled out last minute. She had something come up. So she was kind of the reason I was gonna go to that panel, so I didn't end up going. But I'm actually really happy that I didn't, because I went to one panel. It was an hour long, so I feel like just to be at the festival for like 4 or 5 hours, it would have taken up so much of my time, and there were so many other things to do and see that I really feel like it wouldn't have been a good idea to do 2 panels. So I'm happy it all worked out for the best. But anyway, I did end up buying her new book though, which I'm super excited about. I haven't read the 5th one or the 6th one yet, but I have the 5th one. So I bought the 6th one, which is Finley Donovan Crosses the Line. Unfortunately, couldn't get it signed, but hopefully I'll see her at some point and be able to actually get this signed. So there it is, so pretty. And then the other book that I got was actually 20% off because I got this like right when I was walking out, and the bookshop that I got it at was closing, and they were like 20% off for everything. We're based in New York and we can't fly back with any of it. So I got Quicksilver by Callie Hart. And Callie Hart was actually at the LA Times Festival of Books yesterday, and I didn't go yesterday. This is a thick book. I've heard a lot about this book, and I've been wanting to pick it up for a while. And luckily I picked it up at the end so I didn't have to carry it the whole time because it's fat. I definitely wanted to buy a lot of different things there, not just books. It's Independent Bookstore Week next weekend, and I am planning on buying a lot of books then, so I didn't want to spend too much money on books today. Also because I didn't want to carry around a bunch of books, so I mostly bought like stickers and other random little knickknacks and stuff like that, but I did buy a few books. These two, and then I also got this cute little blind date with a book. I don't remember where I got Quicksilver or the new Finley Donovan book, but I do remember where I got this because it says on it, it is Bonafide Bookworm. We'll open this when I get home. It's so cute. I actually just picked the description that had the highest rating on Goodreads, but the description also sounded really interesting because it says young adult fantasy, alternate history retelling, people turn into animals, plots, arranged marriage, betrayals, and 3.99 on Goodreads.
I'm popping in so that I don't keep you waiting in suspense, and I'm gonna open my blind date with a book for you right now before we get back to the car. I hope I don't have it, but I also have no idea what it could be. I was like, people turn into animals, like what is this, fucking Animorphs or something? Like, I have Bride by Ali Hazelwood, but that's like a romance. That's a paranormal romance. It's not a fantasy. Alternate history retelling. It's like giving that there's going to be a historical element to it, or maybe it's just set in an alternate world with an alternate history. I have no idea what this could be. So first, we've got the cutest stickers on here. This one says Quiet Book in Progress. Physically here, mentally in a novel. We have a little bookmark. Wait, this is such a cute bookmark. And some peppermint tea. I'm not a huge tea person, but I might try it. I think the whole idea is that your date night is your cup of tea with your book. And also they give you a little pen, a little highlighter for annotating. And of course, it's actually my favorite color, blue. It's like the opposite way around. Okay, are we ready? Are we ready? My cat is looking at me like I'm a fucking crazy person. Why are you looking at me like that? Because I'm shaking the book? Ooh. My Lady Jane. Has anyone heard of this book? Sometimes history gets it all wrong. It's not easy being queen. Off with her head. Now an original streaming series. This looks like a book from like 2009. Let me look. 2016. The cover's like not at all what I expected. That's such a like when they used to put real people on the covers way more often than they do now. Lady Jane Grey, 16, is about to be married to a total stranger and caught up in an insidious plot to rob her cousin King Edward of his throne. But that's the least of Jane's problems. She's about to become Queen of England. Like that could go wrong. I can honestly say that I've never heard of this book in my entire life. It says, the comical, fantastical, romantical, entirely true, but not really, true story of Lady Jane Grey. Dude, I've never heard of this book. I also don't know who Jane Grey is. Am I an idiot? Lady Jane Grey was an English noblewoman who was proclaimed Queen of England in 1553 until she was deposed, nicknamed as the 9 Days Queen. She was beheaded for high treason. She was queen for 9 days? What the hell? Okay. I'm down. I'm excited. It doesn't sound like it's going to be fantasy from the description at all. It sounds like it's just going to be a historical fiction retelling. But it's fantasy and people turn into animals in it. I'm so intrigued. And I would have hard judged this by its cover and never would have picked it up. Well, I'm sending you back to the car, so have a great time, and thanks for joining me for this little aside.
And then I got a bunch of other little things. So I got this hat. It says, ask me what I'm reading, and I thought that the jean material was So cute. And this was from Reese's book club booth, which was such a cutie little booth. I took some videos in there. I had them like take a little video of me in their sitting area, and they have a bunch of the book club picks for Reese's book club. And they also have Reese Witherspoon's new book that she wrote. I always think that Reese's book club is so funny because I wonder if she picks books for her book club that she really likes, and then she was like, you know what, I really want to act in that, because like she was in Big Little Lies, Little Fires Everywhere. There's so many book to movie adaptations that Reese Witherspoon has been in. That has to be so fun to just love a book so much and then be like, I want to act in this. That's so cool. I also got a t-shirt from, also from Bonafide Bookworm. I got a t-shirt and I got a keychain. So the t-shirt that I got, Hot Girls Read. It's like a long crop, you know, those like longer crops. I'm so excited. It's so cute. And I don't really own a lot of purple. I don't think I own any purple. So then this was the keychain that I got. They had this whole wall that was all of these puns about books and cats. So they had like Jurassic Park instead of Jurassic Park. I wanted them all, but I just ended up getting this Shakespeare one. This is the first thing I bought, and I carried it around all day, which is so annoying. I bought this from Romans, which since 1894, it is the oldest bookstore in LA, I think. And it's a little coffee cup that says, I will write my book, with a typewriter. They had a lot of stuff with this on it. They had keychains and bookmarks and notepads and stuff, and I was like, could always use another mug. My husband will disagree, but I think I could always use another mug. They had newspaper versions of maps. Honestly, I feel like it was too much. I just wanted the map. I just wanted it for the map in the middle, to be completely honest. I wish this was just a piece of paper. It's such a waste of paper to have all this. I mean, it's kind of cute for like a keepsake, but I trashed mine because I used it as a fan because I was so sweaty. Oh, also author signatures. So the author signing line after the panel that I went to was fucking insane. So it's so annoying because halfway through the panel, a bunch of people got up and left. And I was like, that's so weird, but it was to get in the author signing line. So I didn't know because it's my first year going, but in the future, I'll definitely leave before the Q&A so I can get in line in time. So annoying that you have to miss part of the panel to be able to get the author to sign your book, because I just feel like the people who stay for the whole panel like the authors and cared the most. So wouldn't they want it, whatever. But in the future, I'll just leave before the Q&A so that I can get them to sign my book. But because of that, I wasn't able to get Stephanie Garber's signature on my copy of Caravel, which is the only book that I brought with me to get signed. So it's so sad, but she is local to Southern California. I'm not from out of state. I will be able to go to some kind of signing event for her in the future. And it was still really fun to see the panel. And I got the other two authors' signatures. So Meg Schaefer, I got, who wrote The Book Witch. She also wrote The Wishing Game, and there's another one too. And obviously I didn't have a book by her, and they were sold out of her new book, The Book Witch. So I just got it on this little book plate, and you can just stick this right in the book. So I'll probably just put this in my copy of The Wishing Game, or if I end up getting The Book Witch, I'll stick this in there. So there's Meg Schaefer's signature. And then I also got Kaylee's signature. Remember her last name, hold on. And then I also got Kaylin Josephson's signature, who was an author that I had never heard of before this panel, but her book also looked interesting, and also they didn't have a copy of it because everyone wanted her new book. So they had some of her other works, but the one that I wanted they didn't have. So once I buy that, I'll stick it in. And it's good because I'm going to the independent bookstore week next week. I can maybe get her book. I can stick these in the books once I get them, but it also just would have been a lot to carry around. So this is sadly unsigned. That was probably my biggest disappointment of the day. I just didn't know how crazy it was gonna be. I don't really get the LA hype. I love California. I get the California hype, but I don't get the LA hype. The traffic, it's like you have to drive an hour to just get from LA to LA. It's a whole thing. Oh no, the sun is going down, so this is getting like really weird lighting in here now. Ah! Here, I'll turn it. You can get the McDonald's drive-thru in the background instead. Let me show you the other stuff that I got before my lighting goes away. The Ripped Bodice had a booth, which I've been wanting and never been to and been wanting to go to. So I got 2 stickers from them. I'm not a huge contemporary romance girly. I didn't really feel like I needed books, but I loved their stickers. They were so cute. So I got the classic Ripped Bodice sticker, and then I got this cute one. And I need more stickers for my Kindle case because my Kindle is just, it doesn't have any stickers on it. It's like the lamest Kindle ever. This is my Kindle. I went to one place, and if I have the name of the shop, I will put it here. And I got 3 stickers for $10. This one is so cute. Forever chasing the high of the Scholastic Book Fair. Yes. Dude. That shit was lit. And then I got this one. So stupid. The horror persists, but so do I. And then I got, because I needed a third one, I thought this one was pretty cute. Libraries are a lifeline. So cute. And they're all kind of like similar color scheme too, so. I also went to Starfalled Pages. This is probably one of my favorite things I bought other than the clothes. There was this stall that had, you could do keychains, bookmarks with charms on them, dangly charms on them, and phone and Kindle chains. And I got 2 Kindle chains. And to be honest, I don't really know how well they're gonna work because they just stick on. Like they just have this peely back that you peel off, and I think that they stick to your Kindle. So we'll see. I got 2. The guy hung the charms on here, but I think I might put them all closer to the bottom. I think that might look a little bit cuter, but it is a little knife. And then this one says read. And then this one is just like the most beautiful cyan dragon. So that's my first little Kindle charm. And then the second one that I got, it has the red sticky on it. And then it's a bow, a little gold sparkly bow, and caramel. So I think, again, I think I'm gonna move this closer to they just unclip. So they had, I think that's everything that I bought. Let me make sure. Yeah, I'm just not a huge LA person. I just feel like there's something to be said about everywhere you go is fucking packed. Like there's not even, and I know that that's kind of just California. Like I know people say that about California too, but I think LA has it really bad. The level of crowds, the lines for, even just for the food lines were insane. This is the largest book festival in the country. So I get it. And you know, I'm not even one of those people that's like, I hate being in places where there's a ton of people. I genuinely enjoy being in places where there's a lot of people most of the time. Maybe because like I wasn't there for that long. I just was really stressed about the waiting in lines, and I just don't know how people would do more than one panel and still have time to see everything. But I guess the point is that you would come for a weekend, do Saturday and Sunday, not just Sunday. I just don't like being in LA. Like, I just really think that it's overrated. But I love California and I love San Diego, and I had so much fun. That was my only complaint. Really busy. And because it was so busy, I didn't get to get Stephanie Garber's signature because they had the line cut off at a certain time. Anyone who was behind that point just didn't get to do it. That is the reason I'm even complaining about it, is because they know their volume of people that are gonna go, and or maybe they don't. It's not a ticketed event, it is free, but I did pay for the panel. I don't know, I feel like if they say there's a signing after the panel and you pay for the panel, like you should get a signing. But I also understand that you can't really know how many people are gonna come if it's an unticketed event. I expect it to be crowded in festivals like that. I expect to walk around and it be crowded and to be crowded in the shops. I wasn't mad about that. I was just mad about like that one situation. I don't know how many times I can say the same thing, but I'll see her again, I'm sure of it. Honestly, it's so nice that this is so close to me. I am really happy to live in an area where I have access to these kinds of things and can just drive up for the day and do it. I'm so fortunate to be able to do that. It is free. I was able to get an LA library card. I was able to meet authors that I like. I was able to shop at so many independent bookstores that I've heard about but I haven't seen, and get such cool book merch. And everyone there was so kind. I went alone, obviously. Everyone was really friendly, and it was a place where I didn't feel awkward being by myself at all. I will definitely go next year. I want to try to go to both days next year if I can, because I think that would help. Yeah, really successful first bookchella, and I'm so excited. Thanks for coming with me. Thanks for watching this video, and I hope that you can go to bookchella next year because it was so fun, and it's such a great place to be surrounded by fellow readers, fellow book lovers, and that kind of community. Now I gotta drive 2 hours home, but I got my book that I'm gonna listen to in the car. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like the video if you liked the video, and hit subscribe if you want to see me finish out my April crazy reading month of Magical Readathon, and then exciting new videos in the future. I hope that you are doing things that make you smile and make you happy, and even if you have to do them alone, they're really fun still. Don't worry about going places alone. It's just as fun. Okay, I gotta drive home. Bye!